Roman Reigns made a notable appearance on SmackDown this week, confronting Solo Sikoa, who delivered a stern message to Tama Tonga. If he dons the Ula Fala, both he and Tama would have to acknowledge Roman as the tribal chief. A returning superstar made a major impact by decimating the OTC in a standout moment. While SmackDown may not have been at its peak this week, the Street Profits and DIY delivered an intense #1 contenders match. However, the main event, featuring Roman Reigns, remained the centerpiece of the show as he was the headline attraction. Roman Reigns briefly got the upper hand over Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, with Tonga Loa conspicuously absent and even wore the Ula Fala, but his victory was short-lived. Within moments, Jacob Fatu made a dramatic return from injury, taking out the OTC with a ferocious assault. Fatu then joined forces with Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, culminating in a brutal powerbomb that sent Reigns crashing through the announcer's table. This marked Jacob Fatu's first appearance on WWE programming since SummerSlam. The segment was intense, with the OTC powerless against the relentless assault. Jacob Fatu has proven himself to be a formidable force, with many fans viewing him as far more than just a typical enforcer. He reinforced that perception on SmackDown, decimating Reigns and helping Solo Sikoa reclaim the Ula Fala. Back in the ring, Tonga placed the Ula Fala back around Sikoa's neck, and the Bloodline stood tall over Reigns as the show came to a close. However, in the segment, it was hard to miss how Tama Tonga lingered on the Ula Fala, staring at it for a moment too long, just as he did last week. After Reigns dominated the group twice, the new Bloodline needed a powerful response. This moment delivered perfectly, underscoring why Reigns needs Jimmy and Jey Uso and Paul Heyman by his side. Before the Bloodline defended the WWE Tag Team titles against the Street Profits on SmackDown, Solo Sikoa made a surprising move by forcing Jacob Fatu to relinquish his belt. Fans were stunned by the decision, as Fatu had recently been part of the duo that won the titles from DIY just weeks earlier. Without hesitation, the Samoan Werewolf handed the belt to Tonga Loa before sharing a heartfelt hug with his tribal chief. Though it seemed unusual to make such a demand right before a major championship defense, the strategy paid off, with the Bloodline successfully retaining their gold against the Street Profits. Sikoa's decision to have Jacob Fatu surrender the belt could have been driven by one of the following 5 reasons. Number 5. Doing so tests Jacob Fatu's loyalty. A coach or leader might sometimes make unusual demands of a player or follower as a test of loyalty. Such requests can reveal who is truly committed to following the rules and obeying the leader's orders. By asking the Samoan Werewolf to give up his belt, Solo Sikoa demonstrated that the title is just an object and not as important as unwavering loyalty. Fatu has proven his devotion to his tribal chief on many occasions, and by willingly handing over his belt, he showed that he's ready to do whatever is asked of him. On SmackDown, Solo tested Fatu's resolve and commitment, and Fatu passed with flying colors. Number 4. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa joined the Bloodline before Jacob Fatu. In terms of who joined the group first, Tama Tonga was the initial acolyte recruited by Solo Sikoa, with Tonga Loa following a month later. Jacob Fatu joined afterward, becoming the latest star to align with this new incarnation of the Bloodline. Being the first to pledge allegiance to the new tribal chief holds significant importance for some, and Tama Tonga and Loa's early loyalty sets them apart. With years of experience as a tag team, they are well positioned to serve as the Bloodline's go-to duo. The real-life siblings, who were 7-time IWGP Tag Team Champions in Japan, have the potential to continue their winning ways and capture more gold as a unit in WWE. Number 3. Recognition as the difference maker of the group. Jacob Fatu is the undeniable difference maker in the revamped Bloodline. As the most electrifying star, he consistently shifts momentum in favor of Solo Sikoa's faction. Last week, Roman Reigns had the upper hand against Solo and Tama Tonga, but the moment Fatu appeared, everything changed. Without the Samoan Werewolf, Roman would have likely defeated the tribal heir in back-to-back encounters. Solo Sikoa is well aware of Fatu's impact and aims to keep him fresh for crucial moments when things might take a turn for the worse. Additionally, Solo might want to ensure that Fatu stays humble, preventing him from overshadowing the rest of the group or diverting attention from the group's leader. Number 2, another competitor for the singles division on SmackDown. A straightforward reason for taking the title off Fatu's shoulders is group logistics. Tonga and Loa are a natural tag team, making them ideal to dominate the SmackDown tag team division. Although Tama initially competed in singles matches when he first debuted in WWE, he can now shift his focus to the tag team ranks. Solo Sikoa has expressed his desire to bring the undisputed WWE title back to the Bloodline, though he hasn't yet achieved the success or career accolades of Roman Reigns. This decision allows Jacob Fatu to focus on the singles division, where he could potentially challenge LA Knight for the United States Championship. The most successful factions, like the Judgment Day, the Four Horsemen, Evolution, and the Bloodline, have often held multiple championships simultaneously, and this move positions the Bloodline to continue that legacy. Number 1, personal protection for the new tribal chief. Solo Sikoa explained that part of the reason he wanted Jacob Fatu to relinquish his title was so that Fatu could serve as his personal protector and enforcer. It's similar to a king having a trusted knight as a bodyguard or the Secret Service guarding a president, where the bodyguard is the last line of defense for a valuable target. Sikoa intends to unleash Fatu on his opponents first, allowing him to wear them down. By sending Fatu into battle, Sikoa also ensures that Fatu remains fatigued and less of a threat if he ever considers betrayal. Sikoa, once the enforcer of the original Bloodline, knows all too well the dangers of an enforcer turning on their leader, as he himself did to his former tribal chief. He's determined not to let history repeat itself. What's your take on this? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon for more interesting content like this in future. Till then, see you all in the next one. Thanks!